Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Raw. This is WWE 2K24 Universe Mode episode 251. We're on the fallout towards the Royal Rumble Premium Live event, and now we're on the build to No Way Out Premium Live event. Welcome to the show, folks. I'm Callum, otherwise known as the KO King. Welcome to KO Productions, and welcome to Monday Night Raw. Tonight we come to you live from Newark, New Jersey. Gonna be an awesome night of action as always. So let's not waste any more time and get right into the action. Here we go, man. Let's get to work.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE United States Championship.
And as you just heard there from our ring announcer, Mike Roma, kicking action off tonight in Newark with the Royal Rumble rematch for the United States Championship. And it was last night at the Rumble, or 2 nights ago now, however many nights ago it was, whenever this is going out, where this man lost his United States Championship, where his 61-day reign as US Champ came to an end. He looks to win it back tonight, because we are getting close to No Way Out. We are getting close to WrestleMania. Of course, at No Way Out, the Elimination Chamber matches for the men and the women going to be going down, where the winner's getting a shot at Championship Gold at WrestleMania. Sami Zayn wants a shot at that, but first and foremost, he wants his United States Championship back to carry it into WrestleMania and take out the man who beat him at the Rumble this past weekend, the Viper, Randy Orton. Gonna be a fun one live in Newark, New Jersey. What a night of action it was at the Rumble this past weekend. Was absolutely incredible, and this matchup going to be incredible as well. Sami Zayn, Randy Orton, number 2. They had an awesome matchup this past weekend at the Rumble. Going to be someone right here live on Monday Night Raw to kick us off. United States Championship on the line. FTR, the World Tag Team Champions. Randy Orton now brought gold to FTR KO to join the Tag Champs. He is the United States Champion, and he is determined to hold that title until WrestleMania. WrestleMania season is upon us, folks. We're on the road to the grandest stage of them all, the granddaddy of them all, the showcase of the Immortals, as Randy Orton carries championship gold for the first time in this Universe Mode series. A tremendous match these two superstars had last night, did Zayn and Orton. Was a physical battle, an incredible matchup with Randy getting the best of Sami Zayn, putting him down with not 1, not 2, but 3 RKOs to secure himself that right there, beautiful and coveted gold, United States Championship. And that's what they're fighting for tonight, the red, white, blue and gold, the United States title, which Randy Orton has won, held it now for I believe 2 days since winning it this past weekend at the Rumble. He's putting it on the line in his first defense this evening against Sami Zayn. Gonna be an awesome battle to say the least. Cannot wait for this one. It was a great matchup in the Rumble. Gonna be a great matchup tonight for the United States Championship. Got a whole host of action tonight, including a women's Elimination Chamber qualifier, a men's Elimination Chamber qualifier, and a triple threat number 1 contenders match for the world title. And the main event tonight to face champion Aleister Black at No Way Out for the world title. But right now the show is opening on Monday Night Raw, and that right there is what they're fighting for. The beautiful, prestigious and coveted WWE United States title of Monday Night Raw. Let's head to the ring now with the official ring introductions from Mr. Mike Rome.
Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds, Sami Zayn. And his opponent from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 275 pounds, the WWE United States Champion, the Viper, Randy Orton.
Thank you, Mike. Randy Orton hoisting up that gold very proudly. As this right now going to be an epic way to kick us off live in Newark, New Jersey. It was the third match on the show. Randy Orton being one of 3 superstars to walk out new champions at the Rumble this past weekend, joining King of the Ring winner Seth freaking Rollins, who was the first man in history to beat Drew McIntyre in this series, and Queen of the Ring winner Kairi Sane, able to defeat Alexa Bliss and dethrone her, walking out new Women's World Champion of the Red Brand. We'll see her next week as Kairi looks to defend the championship against Bliss in a rematch next week on Raw. But right now, it's Sami Zayn getting his rematch of the US title right here, right now. Zayn and Orton, number 2, one-on-one. Zayn, beautiful Northern Lights to get it started. Kick out by the Viper. Stop there, counter, Randy Orton. Beautiful backbreaker, run a clothesline. Right at our back now of Sami Zayn. Randy Orton on fire. Sami now runs in. Beautiful drop kick on the Viper now. And now it's Sami Zayn with a knee perfectly placed right on the back of the head of Randy Orton. And the Viper fighting back now against Sami Zayn. And now Randy Orton picking up Sami. And a neck breaker. Massive neck breaker there by the leader of FTR KO. I'm surprised he didn't bring out FTR to the ring with him tonight. He didn't at the Rumble. He wanted to do it on his own. Wants to do it on his own tonight. But I'm surprised he didn't want them here because they are the World Tag Champs. Surprised he didn't want FTR to show off their tag titles with Orton, showing off his US title. But nonetheless, Sami Zayn with a beautiful tornado DDT. They might not get a chance to show off his US title alongside FTR's tag goal, because Sami could win back the title right here. And a kick out by Randy Orton with that tornado DDT out of the corner. Tremendous action already on Raw. Sami again missing the mark that time with a tornado DDT off the springboard from the rope. And Randy Orton going to slow down the pace. Round and pound offense now by the Viper. Randy Orton all over Sami Zayn. Incredible action right here on the KO Productions YouTube series. 2K24 series been absolutely unreal. We don't need no 2K25. We'll be back with 2K26 when this series is all said and done, as Sami comes off the middle rope. Double axe handle by Sami Zayn on the Viper. Randy fighting back now as WWE's Apex Predator. Big kick to the midsection, gonna send him into the corner, and we saw this at the Rumble. We'll see it again tonight on Raw, live in Newark. Episode 251. Randy Orton out to a top rope with Sami Zayn. Superplex by the champion. Sami heading hard now in the center of the ring. Randy in for the cover to retain the gold. Leg is hooked now. Shoulders down. Will this do it? Only enough for a one. And the former champ Sami Zayn gonna kick out. Sami had 4 successful defenses of his US title during his reign, defeating Johnny Gargano, the man he beat for the gold, LA Knight, as well as Shinsuke Nakamura and Kofi Kingston. Could be Orton to win it back. Blue Thunderbomb, the same move he used to win the title against the Megastar. And a kick out by the Viper. He beat Knight on the Raw following Survivor Series, followed by him beating Knight again at Clash of the Castle live in Glasgow, Scotland. Went for the Swanton bomb off the top. Randy Orton moving out of harm's way that time. And now Randy Orton, oh, the vintage style from the Viper, signature offense here from Randy Orton. Hangman's draping, DDT connecting on Sami Zayn. Randy Orton and Sami Zayn tonight off to a frantic pace live on Raw from Newark. Orton to retain the United States Championship already right here off the bat. Randy now, RKO already. My God. Cover. Orton to retain. Well, let's do it live on Raw. Scoring 2 and Sami Zayn able to power out. This match continues for the United States title around. Sami rolling to the outside of the ring. Randy Orton not too happy about that one whatsoever. Going to take the fight to Sami now. And a nice double axe handle on the outside on Zayn. And Sami fighting back. Look at Sami now. Hurricane Rana on the Viper now. And now what's Sami thinking? Oh my, Arabian Press moonsault on the outside. We saw that at the Rumble. See it tonight too. From Sami Zayn. Shades to the living legend Sabu, the hardcore icon. Rest in peace. It's Sami now. Tope Suicida by Zayn to win back his United States Championship. The coveted red, white, blue and gold of Monday Night Raw. Sami top rope. Orton there to meet him. Randy trying to stop him in his tracks. Big right hand. Sami able to turn over one of his own. Sami top rope. Cross body for the title. Cover now. Leg hook, shoulders down on Randy. Scoring 2 and no. Not over yet. Thought Sami would win it back, but Randy able to stay alive. These two have great chemistry. We were shown that last night at the Rumble. We'll see it again tonight here on Monday Night Raw. As Randy Orton comes back breaker and close slide on the back of the head. Down goes Sami Zayn. That's getting a big move of Randy Orton there. Technically sound and proficient athlete in that ring every single time. Sporting his red pants like he did at the Rumble. They were his lucky red pants. Will it bring him luck tonight and bring him to retain his US title? Sami though to roll him up, shoulders down on the Viper to win back the US gold, and a near fall again. Is Randy able to stay in it? Man, you're not happy, Sami. Nice shot there, Sami Zayn. Hello, my kick. Running in with a boot. Hello, with a Randy. Shoots the half now. Hooking the leg, shoulders down. Sami Zayn went back to goal. Scores 2, grabbing the bottom rope as Orton. Great ring awareness by the veteran. The veteran instinct on display tonight. By the United States champion who's able to stay in this one. It's Sami Zayn now. Cannonball sent on from the bottom rope as this championship battle remains going this evening. Stomp after stomp by Sami Zayn. Orton getting back to a vertical base as these two putting on an absolute show tonight. Randy Orton, nice combination offense, followed by the power slam there. That snap scoop slam from Randy Orton. Classic maneuver as well as this. Stomping away on everybody. Put a Sami Zayn, including right on the skull. May have gave him a concussion there. Here's the cover, Randy Orton to retain his United States title, and Sami powers out once more. We've mentioned it time and time again about Sami Zayn being one of, if not the most resilient performer of this entire Universe Mode series. We see that again tonight live on Raw as he's kicking out of everything that the champion is throwing at him. But Sami comes right back in a clothesline. Down goes the Viper. Randy Orton down to the mat once more. Sami Zayn gonna send him into the corner. What's Sami thinking here? Got him where he wants some. Exploder suplex out of the corner, making the crowd in Newark, New Jersey explode tonight. Sami Zayn to win back his United States Championship. Not done by Orton. Not well a long shot here. Hello, the kick in the corner this time by Sami for the title to win it back. 2-time US champion. Cover. Scoring 2. Shoulders down to the Viper. Now he's able to get the shoulder off. Chad Pat and the Raw official right there. Perfectly counting the fall there, but Randy Orton able to power up, and now Sami back up to the top rope, feeling at home up there, and this time connecting with a Swanton bomb. Couldn't get it earlier, gets it this time, covers Sami for the goal to win it back, 2 count once more, and another near fall by Randy Orton. Man, these two are really putting it on. It was much more of a slow, methodical pace at the Rumble tonight. They're absolutely going for it, and there's another RKO. Number 2 from the Viper. Cover from Orton to win it, to retain the gold. Scores 2 on Sami, and again Sami kicking out. This is an incredibly fast-paced battle tonight with Orton and Sami doing their thing on Raw. US title on the line, clothesline from Zayn. Another one connecting as Sami Zayn with a Crimson Mask. Fading back through the pain and putting Randy Orton down there. Massive drop kick and a flurry of offense in into a second gear. And this United States Championship rematch from the Rumble live from Indianapolis. As Sami Zayn falls down from Randy Orton there. Went for another Blue Thunder. Randy able to counter, sends him into the corner. Randy Orton now using his weight to his advantage and a massive knee as this Royal Rumble rematch continues. Back live on Raw, Randy Orton, shoulders down. Sami Zayn could be out of it here. Schoolboy to retain here with the Viper. And a kick out from Sami Zayn. Randy pissed off, stomping away on Sami. Shoots the half again and covers him once more. For the title to retain. Sami kicks out immediately this time. Not having it that time was Sami Zayn. Big jabs from the Viper. Strike after strike, kick by Sami to the midsection. Sami fighting his way through the pain of Randy Orton tonight. Randy fighting back in the third time of the match with the RKO. That's gotta do it. Took him through at the Rumble to win the goal. Will it take him through to retain? Yes, it will. Randy Orton is still the United States Champion. What a match here tonight live on Monday Night Raw. But the looks of things, Randy Orton will be carrying that United States Championship into WrestleMania. At least not. If at least not Mania, then at least he will do so for No Way Out. As 2 Elimination Chamber matches will go down, Sami Zayn will be having an opportunity to try and qualify for the men's version, with 3 Raw Superstars and 3 SmackDown Superstars being featured in that match.
Champion, the Viper, Randy Orton.
But Mike Rome announcing the winner, and it's that man. The Viper Randy Orton remains on top of the United States Championship division after winning the gold at the Rumble this past weekend. He retains it against the man he beat for it, Sami Zayn. 2 victories now for Randy Orton against the underdog from the underground and Sami Zayn. Orton hangs on to the US title. Can't wait to see what's next for Orton and his journey as United States Champion. It continues live in the Red brand with a great first championship defense against Sami Zayn live in Newark, New Jersey. The kick is off. here live on Monday Night Raw. It's the fallout from the Rumble. We're building up to No Way Out, where Elimination Chamber matches will be going down. And coming up next, we're going to find out a qualifying participant for the Women's Elimination Chamber matchup. But coming up in your main event later on tonight, triple threat action, one fall of the finish. Winner gets a shot of Aleister Black for the World Heavyweight title at No Way Out. The phenomenal AJ Styles, the glorious Bobby Roode, and the Samoan Submission Machine Samoa Joe do battle later on tonight in your main event. But coming up next, as we mentioned, who's going to be the first woman to qualify in the Women's Elimination Chamber matchup? The first of 3 Raw participants. Will it be the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka? Will it be Trish Stratus? We find out next, live on Raw. As now you see the Empress of Tomorrow. Of course, both these women were a part of the inaugural Women's Royal Rumble matchup last night. Asuka, unfortunately for her, entrant number 2 in that matchup. Starting off with number 1 entrant, Bianca Belair. Those women knew each other very well. They had a great showing both in that matchup. Asuka, however, was eliminated by Michelle McCool. A blast from the past. Michelle in that match getting 3 eliminations. Asuka was her biggest of all of them. I believe Michelle was also able to eliminate Dakota Kai and Lyra Valkyria as well. But Asuka out in the ring right now, going one-on-one with the Hall of Fame superstar Trish Stratus. Going to be a fun one this evening live on Raw. Who's going to be the first of 6 women to qualify in the Women's Elimination Chamber match at No Way Out for number 1 contendership for World Championship Gold on the line? So there you see Trish Stratus then. So for both the Women's and the Men's Elimination Chamber match coming up at No Way Out, they're both going to be number 1 contendership matches. No championship is going to be on the line in either of the Elimination Chamber matches. We're just going to see one-on-one championship matches and 2 contendership matches at the Elimination Chamber. 1 for the men, 1 for the women. 3 Raw representatives and 3 SmackDown representatives will be in both the men's and the women's chambers at No Way Out. A little over a month away. Gonna be great. And it's going to be fun to see who will be the first woman to qualify in their Elimination Chamber matchup at No Way Out, live from Perth, Australia. We're going all the way to the land of Down Under as Asuka and Trish battle it out right here, right now, live on Raw. Chad Patton rings the bell. Here we go, folks. Matchup underway. Elimination Chamber qualifier for No Way Out. Is Asuka going to shut can Trish to the outside, right at the start of the matches. Look at Asuka now. Off the apron. Massive senton on Trish. Very raucous start here. Trish Stratus entered the Rumble this past week at entrant number 10. She was a part of the inaugural Women's Rumble, of course, as well. Eliminated by a woman she knows very well, and Lita. Either Trish or Asuka were able to get any eliminations in that matchup at the Women's Royal Rumble event. They both had pretty decent performances. Of course, the winner of the Royal Rumble, Jade Cargill, over on SmackDown, won the Women's Rumble event. The Men's Rumble won, of course, by Roman Reigns. The men's side over on SmackDown as well. SmackDown getting a clean sweep in Rumble victories. Much like SmackDown got the win at Survivor Series. Really showing to be the top brand of this series thus far. But Trish swinging a miss with that kick. Asuka smacked in the face of Trish Stratus. Grabs her now. Release German suplex by the former 3-time WWE Women's Champion. And now Asuka, the Empress of Tomorrow, now middle rope. Got her where she wants her. Beautiful drop kick right in the face of Trish Stratus. Okay, that's here. Big shots. No, moving out of the way there. And Trish, massive kick there. Honor the Empress of Tomorrow. Can't wait to see what Jade Cargill and Roman Reigns do come WrestleMania. They will be in contention for a championship shot. Reigns to main event that show. Jade Cargill for a high-profile championship match against, well, you'd like to think, the WWE Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair. That's if Charlotte is still champion by the time we get to WrestleMania. But who knows? Maybe Jade will go after the Women's World Champion, Kairi Sane, who won the gold this past week on Raw. But Kairi, of course, will be defending it against Alexa Bliss in a Royal Rumble rematch next week, live on Monday Night Raw. Right now, live in Newark, New Jersey, Trish Stratus taking the fight to Asuka on the outside. Big kick now, right at the top of the head of this sold-out crowd, getting right up close and personal to the action. Face first goes Asuka there, off the barricade. Ducking that kick, Asuka now got Trish against the barricade, and now Trish Stratus going to be Irish whip right into it. Back first, over the ever-given barricade there. Or Unforgiven, rather. That's what I was going for. Asuka now sending Trish back in the ring. It's been a hell of a long weekend. Of course, NXT TakeOver Deadline was this past weekend as well, folks. As well as, of course, the Royal Rumble event. Asuka went off top for a crossbody. Trish Stratus able to catch her. Great power there on a power slam. Down goes Asuka. Body slam by Stratus. Asuka to her feet, though, smacking the face of the Hall of Famer. And another smack. Down goes Stratus. Stop moving out of the way. There's Trish flying clothesline of Asuka now. And there's Stratus. Off the ropes, big boot. Off the ropes again. A drop kick to the knee. Didn't get all of it. Asuka nice elbow by Trish Stratus. Wheelbarrow now from Trish. Thank you. Trish Bulldog. Trish in for the cover. Shoulders down here on the Empress of Tomorrow. Pretty massive victory right here in a new fall. Asuka able to stay alive. Elbow drop from Trish, however. Keeping this one going. Who's going to be the first woman to qualify out of the Women's Elimination Chamber matchup? We'll see some massive qualifying matches over the next couple of weeks on Raw and on SmackDown as Asuka. Look at these kicks. Right in the midsection of Trish Stratus and a spinning heel kick to that face now at Trish. Asuka to be the first woman to qualify out of the chamber. Cover. Scores 2-0. Who's going to go to Perth, Australia? Will it be the former 3-time Women's World Champion, or WWE Women's Champion rather, Asuka? Or will it be the legendary Trish Stratus, who on several occasions has had opportunities at Women's World Title Gold? Always been unsuccessful. Her most recent attempt came at Evolution where she lost to Alexa Bliss as Asuka just dropped her with Rampage off the middle rope. Cover Asuka for the win and a near fall again. Lazy and unenergetic kick out there by Stratus, but nonetheless able to kick out of it and stay alive. And this contest as Asuka continues the onslaught now, stomping away right in the chest. Holding the arms up at Trish Stratus. Stomping away. Trish able to get some separation. Clothesline didn't get that one. Asuka blocked by Trish Stratus. Big shot by Trish. Kick there. Stratus now hooks around. Runs in on Asuka. Bulldog. Trish up to the top rope. Not covering just yet. Look at this here from Stratus. Massive splash off the top. Cover now. Leg hook. Shoulders down to go to the chamber. To go to Perth. 2 count. Kick out by Asuka. My days. Very good matchup tonight. These two women putting on a show as they always do. Trish Stratus was the runner-up in the Women's World Championship tournament, the inaugural one, to crown the first ever Women's World Champion back at WrestleMania. She got to the finals before losing to Sasha Banks. Has had many opportunities at Banks. Well, Sasha was champion to win back the gold on a one-on-one match on the episode of Raw, and a triple threat at Bad Blood Premium Live event, and of course an Evolution on most recent attempt at the Women's World title, losing, of course, to the former champion now, Alexa Bliss, as Asuka looks to punch her ticket into the Women's Elimination Chamber match in Perth, Australia. Got Trish locked in the Asuka lock. The arm wrench now on Trish Stratus. Chad Patton right there to see if Trish taps it or passes out due to the pain, and she's able to survive. Keeping her chance on getting the opportunity at Perth, Australia, no way out in the Women's Elimination Chamber. Shoulder down now on Asuka. Nice pin predicament. Trish for the win. Go to chamber. 2 count by Asuka. Kick out again. Trish Stratus right there. Check kick by Trish. My lord. Cut Asuka right in the top of the head. Cover now. Trish to go to chamber. Scores 2. And another near fall. Asuka again kicking out. Trish has no idea what the hell to do. What a competitive battle tonight on Monday Night Raw from Newark, New Jersey. My lord, and Trish has no idea what the hell she has to do now to put away the Empress of Tomorrow. Heading up to the top rope now against Asuka here. Look at this. Beautiful Hurricane Runner from the top. Trish covers once more. Shoulders down on Asuka. This could do it. Scoring 2. Another near fall. Man, oh man, what a battles. We're back live in Newark, New Jersey on Raw. Back and forth action between these two superstars, Asuka and Trish. Throwing some heavy haymakers here. We've got a slugfest on deck live on Monday Night Raw from Newark tonight. The winner of this contest will be the first woman to qualify into the Women's Elimination Chamber match in Perth, Australia at No Way Out Premium Live event, which is our next show. The final PLE event before WrestleMania of the main roster. Of course, we get TakeOver Stand and Deliver the day before WrestleMania. That'll be going down. Huge Mania weekend in store as always. But right now, these two women back and forth action, trading shots, trading blows off the opportunity to go into the Elimination Chamber match. Let's look at this. Massive shots from both these women. Asuka get the upper hand and down goes Trish Stratus to the mat now, rolling out into the corner. Asuka in control. No, big elbow, not for long, she's not. And there's Trish Stratus, the flying clothesline again to Asuka. Asuka rolling to the outside, trying to catch a breather, at least trying to roll to the outside. Trish not going to let her do so. And then Trish Stratus with a drop kick to the back. Got her right in the shoulder blades there, picking up the Empress of Tomorrow once more. Runs in now with the Bulldog to Asuka. Here's the cover. Leg is hooked, shoulders down. Trish for the victory. Scoring 2. All this down here to go to no way out in the near fall again. Asuka kicks out once more. Man, Trish has no idea what the hell she has to do to put down the former 3-time WWE Women's Champion. Chad Patton was right there with a count. Not to be just yet. Asuka nice kick to the midsection and the Empress Impact. Help attack to the face of Trish Stratus. The cover to Asuka. They got no way out too. Get a kick out by Trish again. What an incredible battle tonight. Live in Newark, New Jersey. Both these women putting on a hell of a show, and both of them, of course, want to go into the No Way Out Elimination Chamber match for the women's division. And the number 1 contendership battle for championship match at WrestleMania. Trish Stratus may get it though. No! Inside Cradle small package, not enough just yet. What a contest, and it is Asuka now. Only one can get it. Will it be Asuka? Shoulders down, pinning predicament of her own, and it was Trish able to kick out. What a matchup. Kick there, Asuka drop kick, nobody home. Trish moves out the way and Trish battles back. Overhand shot, knife edge chop. Look at these strikes from Trish Stratus as this contest continues. Trish now trying to lay out Asuka. Live in Newark. Massive shot as she does as we'll be back, and we're back on Raw now. Trish Stratus grabbing Asuka to put her away and send herself into the No Way Out Elimination Chamber match for the women's division. Perth, Australia, there you go! Stratisfaction by Trish. Here's the cover. They got no way out. Leg hook, shoulders down. Scores 2. What's she doing? No, not yet. Asuka kicks out again. You gotta be kidding me. Wow, and Trish not happy. Clothesline the referee for his troubles now. There's now Trish Stratus. Picking up Asuka. The referee, Chad Patton, roll to the outside of the ring. Kicking a miss. Oh, the blue miss by Asuka. Right across the face of Trish Stratus. There's no referee, however. There's now Asuka gonna lock Trish. And the Asuka lock. Look at the blue face of the Trish Stratus here. Asuka lock cinched tight. Cinched in tight here. Nowhere for Trish to go. Trish is tapping, but it may be a tactical tap. The referee's not up because Trick knocked him down, or Trish knocked him down rather, not Trick. Trick Williams ain't here, but an inside cradle. Small package by Stratus. She may have the win here. Referee getting up to his feet now. That would have been a 3 already. Cover now. Referee back. Scoring 2. Trish to go to chamber and a kicker again by Asuka. What a matchup. Big kick upside the top of the head. Both these women want it so badly. Only one's gonna get it. Will it be Asuka? For the second time in a row now. Set up Trish. And the Asuka lock. Nowhere for Stratus to go. Asuka lock cinched in once more. To go to the Elimination Chamber of the Women's Division. And no way out of Perth. Japan ready to receive Trish taps her pass out due to the pain if she does. Asuka's got a no way out. And she is. Trish taps out. Had no choice. Asuka is going into the Women's Elimination Chamber matchup in Perth, Australia at No Way Out Premium Live event, which gets her one step closer to a Women's Championship opportunity at the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania. But a great performance from Trish Stratus nonetheless. Not to be, however, here tonight live on Monday Night Raw in Newark, New Jersey. What a win for Asuka. She's the first of 6 women to qualify in the Women's Elimination Chamber matchup. Great effort from Trish nonetheless, and a great match live in Newark on Raw, folks. But coming up next, it's time for a men's Elimination Chamber qualifying match as Shinsuke Nakamura goes one-on-one with Raw's newest acquisition after his impressive showing in the Royal Rumble this past weekend. They didn't get it all. Gunther!
Ladies and gentlemen, the matter is highly. What you're about to witness is dignified deformation executed by unprecedented precision. A diabolical athlete who will stop at nothing to uphold the integrity and honor of this great sport. Der Ringgeneral Gunther.
Ludwig Kaiser, the only remaining Imperium member left with Gunther after Giovanni Vinci got kicked to the curb after being thought out to be the weak link of Imperium. What an acquisition this is for Monday Night Raw, and GM Mick Foley bringing Gunther and Kaiser into the equation in the red brand. And this is a massive Elimination Chamber qualifier to see who is the first in the men's side to go to Perth, Australia at No Way Out to get a future potential opportunity at the world title at WrestleMania. After getting 6 eliminations at the Rumble this past week, Gunther's in action and his official Raw debut next. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're back live on Monday Night Raw then, folks, and here comes a man that Gunther very briefly squared off with in the Rumble this past weekend. The King of Strong Style, the inaugural Intercontinental Champion in this series, Shinsuke Nakamura. Gunther entered number 2 in the Rumble, getting 6 eliminations against top-tier talent like Mustafa Ali, Braun Strowman, Brock Lesnar, Adam Cole, Logan Paul, and the Bruiserweight, Pete Dunne. Nakamura was entering number 7 in the Rumble, was eliminated by the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle, who Angle was able to get 4 eliminations in that matchup, getting rid of Nakamura, Johnny Gargano, Dolph Ziggler, and Rey Mysterio. But Nakamura wants to really get back on track here. He's really lost his footing as of late here on Raw. What a massive win it be to knock off Gunther on his official Raw debut tonight. He is no longer a part of the NXT brand. Neither is Ludwig Kaiser. They're now both a part of Monday Night Raw. And Gunther has an opportunity in his debut tonight to get into the Elimination Chamber match in Perth from the Raw side of things. And the men's side of things, here tonight in Newark, New Jersey, massive shotgun drop kick to Shinsuke. And Shinsuke kicks Gunther, but Gunther ain't going down. Another massive kick from the King of Strong Style. There's an he drops him. And there you go. That's how you do it, Shinsuke. Down goes, they didn't get it out now. My lord, but Gunther from behind, former NXT champion, taking a fight now to the King of Strong Style. This isn't Gunther's first ever match on Monday Night Raw. We mentioned it at the Rumble this past weekend. He had a one-on-one matchup with former world champion, and at the time he was world champion, Samoa Joe, on the Raw before Survivor Series Premium Live event, with Gunther actually getting the win on that night because Samoa Joe's opponent for Survivor Series WWE champion Drew McIntyre got involved and allowed the NXT champion at the time, Gunther, to get the victory. But it may have been a fluke, but since his performance at the Rumble this past weekend, I'm entitled to say it was not a fluke. Because Gunther put on a hell of a performance, entering number 2, getting 6 eliminations and lasting all the way before entrant number 24, before being eliminated by the phenomenal AJ Styles, who was able to get 3 eliminations in that contest, getting rid of Intercontinental Champion Chad Gable, getting rid of course, the Ring General Gunther, and getting rid of Chris Jericho as well. Now Gunther back on the attack now on Shinsuke Nakamura, the inaugural IC champion, really wanting to get back to the main event scene here on Monday Night Raw ever since he joined the red brand. After leaving SmackDown following the Superstar shake-up as Shinsuke following SummerSlam, he's not really been able to break out on Monday Night Raw. Had big loss after big loss. Let's see if he can get a big win tonight, a much needed one, against debuting Gunther. And technically this isn't his Raw debut, but his official Raw debut. We've talked similar about Bianca Belair as well. Bianca, of course. Oh, there's Gunther sending Shinsuke and the exposed turnbuckle pad that Ludwig Kaiser exposed earlier on in the battle. And that's what Ludwig does for Gunther. Helping him out. Proving that he ain't no weak link like Giovanni Vinci was, who got kicked out of Imperium a few weeks ago. And now Gunther, German release suplex on Nakamura. But as I was saying, Bianca Belair, we've talked about her coming over to SmackDown, defeating Asuka while she was still the NXT Women's Champion. And then on her main roster debut, officially winning the WWE Women's Champion on her first night against our good friend Jade Cargill. Covering from Gunther off the splash and a kick out by Shinsuke. And of course Jade Cargill, the winner of the Women's Royal Rumble matchup. Can't wait to see what she does at WrestleMania, what champion she goes for, whether it's Charlotte Flair's WWE Women's title or Kairi Sane's Women's World title. Shinsuke able to fight back following the splashing out big axe kick upside the top of the head in this penultimate matchup tonight on Monday Night Raw from Newark, New Jersey. There's Ludwig Kaiser getting in the face of Shinsuke Nakamura, and Gunther going to take advantage, but Shinsuke up on a running STO now on Gunther. Good battle tonight. Nice kick. This is a dream match here between these two superstars live on SmackDown as Shinsuke Nakamura takes that fight now to Gunther. On the outside of the ring. Beautiful axe handle off the apron as now you see referee Chad Patton fixing the turnbuckle pad once again that Ludwig Kaiser was able to tear up moments ago. And there's Shinsuke crossbody off the top to go to Chamber. This would be a massive upset for Shinsuke here. Well, they got a no way out kick at 1 as Chad Patton was right there. Gunther not having it, at least not yet. As Shinsuke Nakamura now with a knee barrages right in the face of the ring general Gunther. Of course, coming up next, the main event tonight. Triple threat action. Winner gets a World Championship matchup against Aleister Black at No Way Out. AJ Styles, Bobby Roode, and former World Champ Samoa Joe. In fact, former Universal Champ AJ Styles as well. The inaugural Universal Champ AJ Styles, which is of course the WWE Championship, which Seth Rollins was able to win at Rumble against Drew McIntyre, beating that undefeated streak of the Scottish Warrior, finally bringing a loss to McIntyre here in this series. Nakamura now perched up, middle rope to put away Gunther, nicely done. Again with a double axe handle. Shinsuke picking up the ring general now. Landslide of Gunther. Connecting. Shoulders down now. This could do it. Massive upset. Shinsuke. They got a no way out. And a kick out. Yes, folks, that triple threat #1 contenders match coming up a little later on tonight is again the turnbuckle pad exposed as Chad Patton again goes to fix it. Nakamura knee off the middle rope as Gunther fires back and a clothesline almost taking a head off a Shinsuke Nakamura. Gunther picking up his opponent tonight and now dropping him with the last symphony. Gunther to go to No Way Out in Perth, Australia to be the first man to qualify to the Elimination Chamber matchup and a kick out by Shinsuke. The winner of the main event tonight battles Black for the world title No Way Out. Let's not forget what Black done last night, or this past weekend rather, at the Rumble as Gunther goes off the apron there with a sent on to the outside of the ring, taking out Shinsuke Nakamura. Black defeating The Undertaker, a surprise opponent, a mystery challenger for his world title as Gunther just knocks down Chad Patton again. Patton not having a fun night today, getting knocked down in 2 back-to-back matches, but Shinsuke with a low blow to Gunther, using Gunther's distraction there as the referee's down. Low blow, perfectly legal when the ref can't see it. Shinsuke down, middle rope and awesome knee straight. Knee to face by Nakamura. Cover on Gunther, there's no ref though. Would have been 1. There's 2. Would have been 3, would have won it. 4. 5. Not a kick out now by Gunther. Yes, folks, Black defeating The Undertaker in a massive upset, a massive victory, the biggest win of his career thus far, of his championship reign as well. As Ludwig Kaiser again momentarily distracting Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura fighting back, as is Gunther though. Face first goes the King of Strong Styles. He smacks him in the face, grabbing Shinsuke and almost taking his head off on a wicked lariat. Cover now, rolls him over, shooting the half hook in the leg, shoulders down. Gunther, they go to Perth, scores 2. No, Nakamura getting his hand on the bottom rope. Great veteran instinct there, great ring awareness by the King of Strong Style and the inaugural Intercontinental Champion here in this series, who's really wanting to find his groove back here on Monday Night Raw. Gunther though, gonna stop on his track with a knife edge chop. Gunther went through the absolute wire this past weekend, not just lasting as long as he did in the Rumble, but also competing at NXT TakeOver Deadline at part of the 5-man Deadline Gauntlet match, being eliminated in the final stages by the eventual winner Damian Priest, who will get an NXT title matchup tomorrow night against Carmelo Hayes. But Nakamura with a Kinshasa, they go to Perth, massive upset. Nakamura going No Way Out in the near fall by Gunther. Oh man, what a matchup in Gunther's official Raw debut tonight. Nakamura, a great first opponent for him in this No Way Out Elimination Chamber qualifier. Gunther almost took his head off there, another wicked lariat. Down goes Shinsuke, picked up to a vertical base now. Gunther, power bomb connecting, that'll do it. Shoulders down, beautiful pinning predicament, scoring 2. No, and a kick out by Nakamura now. Oh my days, what a battle tonight on Raw. As now Gunther sets up Shinsuke Nakamura on the tippy top rope now. Goes right up with him. Look at this avalanche, half and half suplex from the top. As the crowd chants, this is awesome. Indeed it is. Will it be over though? Gunther got a pair, 2 count. Nakamura again powers out. As Ludwig Kaiser's on the outside being like, what the hell's going on? How the hell is this not over? Nakamura fighting back against Gunther. Massive shot now. Shinsuke and third an exploder. Making this crowd explode tonight in Newark and making me explode with joy. Oh, this incredible physical matchup tonight. In the midst of this Elimination Chamber qualifier for Perth, Nakamura went for Kinshasa, gets caught by Gunther, however. Gunther smacks him in the face time and time again, a big boot to Shinsuke Nakamura. And now we're all going to lock him in. Submission now. Chokehold, the sleeper. That's how he won the NXT Championship at TakeOver Great American Bash against Keith Lee before SummerSlam back in November. Will he knock out Nakamura? Will he tap him out or pass him out due to the pain? If he does, Gunther's going to Perth. A part of the men's Elimination Chamber #1 contender battle at No Way Out. Shot pattern right there, but Nakamura able to fight free though. Big elbows right at the top of the head of the ring. Get it out, Gunther now. How the hell is Shinsuke fighting? Shoulders down now. Shinsuke Nakamura, jackknife code to get the win. Huge win here. This would be 2 count. No! Gunther getting the shoulder up. Very close call, however. As he gets to the corner, massive knee to the lower back of the ring. Get it out. A big kick caught though by Gunther. Dragon screw leg whip. Oh god, you saw the torque in the leg there as Gunther making a very impressive debut on Monday Night Raw as it looks to wrap it up right here, right now. They're going to put the punches ticker and the men's chamber matchup at No Way Out. There's the powerball again. Stacks them up. Scoring 2. Gunther victorious in his official Raw debut. Oh wow, that was fun. Hell of a lot of fun. Welcome to Raw, Gunther. Welcome to Raw, Ludwig Kaiser as well. And welcome to Perth, Australia. The ring get it out. He is going to the Elimination Chamber now. At No Way Out. To be the first man to be added to that #1 contenders battle at Perth, Australia. A massive win tonight for Gunther as Ludwig Kaiser cheers him on by his side. As this is a very scary sight for anyone else to join the Elimination Chamber match. We'll find out this coming week on SmackDown who will be the second entrant in the men's Elimination Chamber match to join Gunther at No Way Out and Perth in a number of weeks' time. But coming up next, folks, it is now time for your main event of the evening. Who's also going to Perth, Australia, but to challenge Aleister Black for the World Heavyweight Championship one-on-one. We find out next in this triple threat main event. Inaugural Universal Champion AJ Styles, inaugural United States Champion Bobby Roode, and the former World Heavyweight Champion Samoa Joe duking out next in your main event live on Raw in Newark, New Jersey. Right here, right now. Here we go, folks. That's main event time live on Raw. And here comes the phenomenal one who had a great showing at the Royal Rumble this past weekend. Let's see if he can get another great showing and get a rematch against Aleister Black from last week on Raw with a world title on the line at No Way Out Premium Live Event. He came up short last week. Let's see if he can get another opportunity here tonight.
It is a triple threat match. Making his way to the ring from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
There you see AJ Styles then getting 3 eliminations at the Rumble, eliminating the Intercontinental Champion Chad Gable, the ring getter Al Gunther, and the Old Show Chris Jericho, before being eliminated by Kevin Owens, who was entrant number 25 in the Rumble. Styles was entrant number 17 in the Rumble this past weekend and put on a great performance as previously mentioned. We'll see how AJ does here in this one. Let's see if we can get a rematch against Aleister Black. He lost to the world champion last week in the main event with a world title on the line. Let's see if we can get another opportunity at No Way Out PLE here tonight. The winner, of course, going on to face Aleister Black for the world title at No Way Out. But the 2 losers of this matchup will compete in a singles match in next week's main event, where the winner will join Gunther, and whoever wins the SmackDown main event this coming week on the Blue Brand. And another Elimination Chamber qualifier for Perth, Australia's No Way Out Premium Live Event. As here comes a man who has a lot of issues recently with the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. That's the glorious Bobby Roode. He's alive here tonight on Monday Night Raw.
From Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 235 pounds, Bobby Roode.
Rude didn't have the best showing in the Rumble. He entered number 24, scored an elimination, get rid of the megastar LA Knight before being very surprisingly eliminated and outsmarted by SmackDown's Chris Jericho. Let's see if he can rebound, get a massive win back as he comes off of 2 massive losses back to back as the Glorious One. Can he get a world title shot on no way out? We find out next live on Raw. And here comes the former world champion then in his massive triple threat contest. The Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe. He entered the Royal Rumble last night at entrant number 15, or 2 nights ago rather. Entrant number 15 with this man, Samoa Joe. Didn't get any eliminations, but last year he was the winner of the Royal Rumble match and went on to main event WrestleMania. Not getting the same privilege this year as he was eliminated by SmackDown's undeniable and unpredictable badass Braun Breaker. In fact, he was eliminated when entrant number 22 made their way to the ring, that being Chris Jericho. Entrant number 22, of course, being the number where Samoa Joe won the Rumble last year. And at this series, on the second ever episode of this Universe Mode series, now we're on episode 251. Massive main event tonight, you gotta imagine. The World Heavyweight Champion, Aleister Black, is gonna be looking on very closely to see who is gonna get the opportunity at his world title at No Way Out Live in Perth, Australia. Chad Patton rings the bell. Matchup underway for your triple threat main event live on Monday Night Raw. Number 1 contendership contest is happening right here, right now. Of course, Samoa Joe, the man that Aleister Black defeated to win the world title, defeated him again in Clash at the Castle live in Glasgow, Scotland, about a month ago here on this series. AJ Styles losing to Black just last week on Monday Night Raw in the main event for the World Heavyweight Championship, and Bobby Roode and Aleister Black not faced off for the world title just yet, but they have had matches in the past. They are one apiece here in this series, are both those superstars. Let's see if Roode can get back to winning ways after he's currently got a 3-match losing streak as the Glorious One. But AJ Styles goes from behind on Samoa Joe. Beautiful. Inverted neck breakers. These two rivals go one-on-one right here, right now. Let's not forget 2 weeks ago on Raw, it was AJ Styles return to his hometown of Gainesville, Georgia, going one-on-one with the Glorious Bobby Roode. Roode losing out against the hometown boy in the main event, which earned Styles the opportunity to go at Aleister Black for the world title last week. Of course, we know Styles was unsuccessful. Let's see if we can get another shot at No Way Out Live in Perth. Of course, the 2 losers of this contest will meet in next week's main event, one-on-one in another Elimination Chamber qualifier match to join Rod Gunther and a SmackDown competitor. We'll find out this coming week in the Blue Brand. AJ needs burning hammer on Joe. Roode went for him. AJ counters Samoa Joe with him up electric chair, countered by the phenomenal one now as AJ keeps fighting time and time again. Bobby Roode now backing up AJ Styles. Face first, down goes the phenomenal one. Joe, however, from behind on Bobby Roode and Styles. Takes a little nap to the floor. AJ no that from Samoa Joe. Nice half and half suplex on Roode, cover now. Shoulders down. Joe they got no way out and a kick out by the Glorious Bobby Roode immediately. Joe grabbing him now. AJ Styles wants a piece of the Samoan submission machine. He's going to get him. Look at the strength here of AJ Styles. And a beautiful torture rack slam. Down goes the Samoan submission machine. AJ sent off Bobby Roode now. Swinging neck breaker on AJ Styles. Those 2 men know each other like the back of their hand. It was at Clash of the Castle. Those 2 also had a contest, Roode and Styles. Roode getting the win on that night. They've had 3 singles matches against one another. Have AJ Styles and Bobby Roode. Styles winning 2, Roode winning 1. Roode winning at Clash of the Castle. Styles winning 2 weeks ago in Gainesville. And back at King of the Ring on April 27th. Live in Miami, a part of the semi-finals of the King of the Ring tournament. Roode on the outside now, brought a baseball bat out of the ring. Samoa Joe not having it. Irish whips him, sends him out of the corner, and a running knee strike on AJ Styles. Joe is determined to get his World Heavyweight Championship back. It was 2 nights ago at the Rumble, where the last time we saw him before that was at Clash of the Castle in the losing effort to try and regain his world title for the gold against Aleister Black, as AJ gets whacked there with a baseball bat by Bobby Roode. Now throws it at the Glorious Samoa Joe by the Glorious Bobby Roode rather. But Joe grabbing Roode like it's nothing in a backbreaker now, and another one, and they're gonna torch Roode around the ring like he's nothing. Oh, but there's AJ. Look at Styles now with a baseball bat on Joe, who rolls to the outside, and there's that shot right across the top of the head now of the Glorious Bobby Roode. Incredible battle here tonight. Live in the main event of Monday Night Raw. Incredible action tonight in Newark, New Jersey. AJ Styles chucks it in the corner. Joe though going to send AJ Styles in the corner. Joe, nice jab now. And Samoa Joe stomping away on AJ Styles up the cover now on Bobby Roode. Shoulders down. Samoa Joe taking on no way out here. Scoring 2 in a new fall. We're able to stay in it. Great 3 big stars on Monday Night Raw. Bobby Roode, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe. This is a TNA reunion as such. Here in your main event of the evening is AJ Styles now going to pick Samoa Joe up to a vertical base. AJ Styles looking for Joe. Joe able to throw him down to the mat. And oh god, big shot on the knee. There's Bobby Roode back in the mix now. Bobby Roode going to clothesline, says Joe on the outside, much like the Royal Rumble. Joe set Pac on the outside. That's not how he was eliminated last night, however. Or 2 nights ago, rather. As Braun Breaker Gorilla pressed Joe with incredible power and tossed him well over the top rope as AJ now side Russian leg sweep on Bobby Roode. Joe now back in his fray here. Samoa Joe grabbing AJ Styles, sends him in the corner. Samoa Joe, I've seen this before, the signature offense. And a massive shot there on AJ Styles. Nice enziguri. Shoots the half now, hooking the legs, shoulders down. Joe going nowhere to get a title match against Aleister Black and Roode. Massive stomp, breaking it up. Black gotta be scintillating at the mouth to see who he'll face for the gold. At No Way Out, it was last year at No Way Out. He went one-on-one with the Royal Rumble winner, Samoa Joe. If Black had won, he'd take Joe's spot in the WrestleMania main event. As a running knee kick out there by Bobby Roode. Black and Joe looking to run it back. Joe wants to run it back at No Way Out this year. Will that be happening? Gonna have to wait and see. Each and every one of these superstars have history with Aleister Black, who is going to get their shot at the world title against Black at No Way Out. Of course, 2 nights ago, he defeated The Undertaker in a massive upset win at the world champion Aleister Black. Let's see if he can keep it going. Keep that momentum going against either AJ, Joe or Roode at No Way Out in Perth, Australia. AJ Styles, beautiful styling DDT. And Samoa Joe now looks to get that steel steps. Another styling DDT by the Phenomenal One. We of course know that next week, the 2 losers of this match will meet singles competition in the main event. Winner of that joining Gunther and a SmackDown star thus far in the field of the No Way Out men's elimination chamber matchup. Number 1 contenders Fury to see who will get a world title opportunity at WrestleMania. A consolation prize for not winning the Royal Rumble match, of course. It's now Samoa Joe right here. Joe got a man locked up, trying to get him locked in coquina clutch. AJ not having it, and now AJ, oh she got roasted at Samoa Joe, but Roode with a steel steps on Styles. Just waffling him there. And Samoa Joe rolls to the outside of the ring. Styles now on the apron. But yes, folks, the 2 losers meet in next week's main event. Elimination Chamber qualifier also going down next week. Royal Rumble rematch in the opening contest. As Styles punches the steps of the hand. The Roode, and there's a phenomenal forearm. AJ Styles now in control. Grabbing a baseball bat. Joe went from however. And there's Samoa Joe picking up AJ Styles. Massive backbreaker. Put him right in the lower back now. But yes, folks, Kairi Sane will make her first defence of her newly won women's world title, taking on the woman she beat for the gold at the Rumble 2 nights ago. That's going down next week. Kairi Sane, Alexa Bliss 2 for the women's world title next week. Live on Raw, and another women's elimination chamber qualifier. The entrant number 30 in the Royal Rumble match 2 nights ago this past weekend, Bayley goes one-on-one with Naomi, who will join Asuka thus far in the Women's Elimination Chamber match at No Way Out live in Perth, Australia as Bobby Roode just had a beautiful Roode bomb on Styles, scoring 2 to near fall. AJ able to power out this one, rocking and rolling live tonight in Newark, New Jersey. Roode grabbing the steel steps, but not to be just yet. It's Samoa Joe gonna set him in the corner. And now Joe, we're gonna put Bobby Roode away here. Got him right. Will he want some? Joe now, muscle buster. And AJ Styles with a baseball bat. Rocking Joe with a bit of Joe. He will take it back from AJ Styles. Puts it down now. We're gonna take advantage. Cover on Roode. Taking on all the way out. The base block for the goal. 2 count kick out by the glorious one. Unbelievable. But yes, folks, those matches going down next week, as well as finding out the next number 1 contenders for the World Tag Team Championships, who will face FTR for the Tag Team Gold at No Way Out live in Perth. As the New Day battle Rey Mysterio and Mustafa Ali in number 1 contenders tag action next week live on the Red Brand. You don't want to miss it. A star-studded show next week live on Raw. Going to be an awesome one, folks. Next week out. So that's next week, folks. You don't want to miss that. But back to the action tonight. The matter of hand in the main event. AJ Styles set on the outside. Bobby Roode looking to put Samoa Joe away to punch his ticket to No Way Out of his Black one-on-one for the world title. But Joe with a clothesline counter in the glorious DDT as AJ Styles now runs in. Flying forearm in the Samoan submission machine. Joe and Styles, they have a history here in this series. And now it's AJ Styles now. Pop up. Styles clash on Samoa Joe. But Bobby Roode right there. Looking to steal it. Schoolboy to steal the win here. Taking a shot at Black for the world title. Scores 2 in the phenomenal one to kick out. Oh man, Bobby Roode almost stealing it. But now Bobby Roode hooking in AJ Styles for the glorious DDT. Bobby Roode, they got the title match. Joe on his feet. Leg hook, shoulders down. Samoa Joe bricks it up before the referee Chad Patton can even get his hand on the mat for the counter one. AJ back to the outside now, just Joe and Roode here in this main event. Incredible action tonight on Raw as Joe just absolutely dropped him again with that half and half. We saw it in the early goings of this matchup. We see it again. And the main event tonight, Joe grabbing Bobby Roode once more, going to send him in the corner. AJ Styles back to a vertical base. Styles right there against the Samoan submission machine. And now going to send Joe out of the corner on Roode. Absolutely wasting both superstars right there. AJ Styles for his opportunity, folks. Styles picking up the glorious Bobby Roode. Gonna drop him. Brainbuster! Beautifully executed. This is AJ Styles' moment to get his rematch with Aleister Black and no way out. Styles springboard 450 to Bobby Roode. And a massive forearm on Samoa Joe. Picking up Joe now. Joe getting to a vertical base. AJ Styles for his moment to get his title match up. And no way out in Perth. Styles crushed to Samoa Joe. Well, he pinned the shoulders of the mat. Well, the Samoan submission machine here. Scoring 2. No, Joe's able to kick out AJ Styles. Not just yet. Going to Perth, Australia. And now it's Bobby Roode right there. Roode going after AJ Styles. Went for a clothesline. Styles with a German suplex. Released there on Bobby Roode, who rose to the outside. Now it's just Joe and Styles. 1-on-1 for the time being here in this one. Joe and Styles have competed in a triple threat match before in the main event, and Night of Champions back in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for the World Heavyweight title on the line in a matchup which included Randy Orton and Joe tapping out AJ Styles. And that night they also had a singles match a number of weeks ago on Monday Night Raw before Joe's matchup with Aleister Black in a rematch at Clash of the Castle for the world title, which Joe was able to get the win because of an interfering Bobby Roode. So it's all ties in here. But right now Samoa Joe with Styles in the corner. Muscle buster to the phenomenal one. But now it's Bobby Roode from behind on Joe. Schoolboy going to steal it on Joe. We saw him try it on Styles. Now we do it on Joe here. 2 count. Roode taking an all-way out kick out by Samoa Joe. Roll to the outside though. And now Bobby Roode picking up AJ Styles. Is this Roode's opportunity now? Massive shot. I like glorious one. Styles able to counter nice shot in the midsection. AJ Styles massive forearm connecting. What an incredible main event. AJ! So big out Halo Texas Samoa Joe at ringside. And now AJ Styles. Back in a squid circle elbow there by Roode. Spain on the pain. We're back live on Raw here. Roode in for the cover of the Spine Buster. Scores 2 on Styles. Shoulders down kick out. Joe back in. Joe got to be happy he got back just in time. Well, AJ kicked out anyway, so Joe got to be happy AJ kicked out because he wouldn't have made it there. It's AJ now. Calf crusher on Samoa Joe, but there's Bobby Roode. Big kick to the back now, stomping away on Samoa Joe. Clothesline on the back of the head now. Uppercut out by Roode. Styles laid out. Bobby Roode to go no way out in Perth as Aleister Black looks on here. Roode kick to the midsection. Glorious DDT to Styles. Roode to go to Perth. Leg hook, shoulders down. Let's get it here. Scoring 2 and Bobby Roode is the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. He will face Aleister Black at no way out for the world title live in Perth, Australia, as AJ Styles and Samoa Joe will go 1-on-1 in next week's main event in a #1 and not a #1 contenders match, an Elimination Chamber qualifying match for no way out in Perth. To see who will join Rod Gunther on the SmackDown star, we'll find out this coming week. But what a match here live on Monday Night Raw. What a show it's been. That's all we have time for here tonight live on the Red Brand tonight from Newark, New Jersey. Thanks for joining us, ladies and gentlemen, and congratulations to the glorious Bobby Roode. We'll see you tomorrow, folks, for another action-packed installment of NXT. You don't want to miss it. We'll see you then. Until then, folks, though, take it easy, take care, and peace.